Maeve, just doing art. I'm gonna share that I'm streaming on Twitter and stuff. I don't know if I actually have the energy to draw. Who knows, I might be on here like 5 minutes, I might be on here a few hours. Whether or not I have the energy to draw, I want to draw. I crave it. I need the art in my body. So yeah, just showing that I'm live. Just take a minute. And again, I might only be on here a few minutes. Well, the only people who will hear this will be watching this in the future, so they will see how long this is. Alrighty. Okay. Drinking a bit of conch of cola. And absolutely 100% the wrong brush. Oh wait. I'm just sketching, so I'll stick with the softer brush, yeah. Maybe a pencil. Zoom into 100. I don't have any goals, just feel like doodling. Trying to work on a better way to write my name. I just realized I don't have Twitch chat up. So I cannot see if anybody's here or saying anything to me. If you've said anything, I can't see what's been said, so I apologize. Although, I'm skeptical anybody's here. This is just a little Maeve stream after all. Been wanting to get better at drawing the rim of the lower eyelid. This, of course, is not doing it nicely, but getting in at least the thickness of it for reference. Oh, hello. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm just drawing tonight. I might play a little bit of Final Fantasy if I don't get into the drawing, which I might not. But for now, at least for a few minutes, I'm getting some drawing in. Just relaxing? Yay. Oh yeah, I met you earlier, didn't I? How are you? Oh yeah, and you just said how you're doing. You're relaxing. Just slaxing. Playing some b-ball down by the school. I'm sick, but not the worst. Aw, I'm sorry to hear that. What's wrong? Pretty sure just the cold, but right now I'm treating it like COVID till I get my results. That's wise, yeah. If it were COVID, you'd probably not be saying not the worst, so you're probably fine, but always wise to be safe, just to keep everyone else safe. It's the right kind thing to do. Speaking of which, the COVID test really hurts. It does. I mean, mine actually went okay. It tickled and, I cried for a bit because it messed with my sinuses and my eyes wanted to cry. But it didn't bother me that much. But I've heard that for a lot of people, it is deeply, deeply uncomfortable. Like getting your brain swabbed. It might have been okay for me because I have really, wide cavernous sinuses, but it's also why I'm really prone to sinus infections and why I really need to be super careful about COVID. Yeah, that's how it felt. Yeah, brain swabbing. Oy, I'm sorry. Okay, the eye shade. Like someone poked my brain. No. Made you cry? Yeah. I cried a lot, but for some, it was like, I don't know what it felt like. My eyes just decided they wanted to spill water out of my face. Like, my body just needed to void itself of everything, and so I just cried and cried. But it was not, like, the worst thing I've ever experienced. It's weird. I know one of my roommates got the, or one of my housemates got the test and hated it. Abhorred it. Said it hurt a whole lot. Also, is the stream visible? Do you just see the art app Krita, and is there like a black band at the bottom of the screen? Yeah, it wasn't the worst thing, but it definitely hurt more than expected. Yeah, it did hurt more than I expected. Oh yeah, the stream is good and no black bar. Okay, cool. For some reason, the streaming program I use, OBS, was making it look like maybe there'd be a narrow black bar at the bottom because my app seems to be a little wider than what Twitch wants to display, or that's what OBS thought, but maybe it's fine. OBS is funky. It is, yeah. It really is. I'm still just like barely learning it. I always have problems when I use my Elgato. That a computer type? I am borderline tech illiterate. Oh yeah, that's good. Elgato is a capture card for game streaming. Oh, right. Yes. Huh, that's not bad. Don't hate that. About 20. Like Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch. Yeah, I need to get myself a streaming card so I can stream Moon on the Switch. Oh my god, I was waiting so long for that game, and I only want to play it if I can stream it. Okay, Moon. It's what Freshly Picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land is based on. It's also what Undertale is based on. It's a game where you are fixing the damage done by an RPG character after he's like fucked everything up and beaten up all the poor monsters who didn't deserve it. Never heard of it. Should I check it out? Yeah, it's very strange. If you've heard of or liked Freshly Picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land, I recommend it. It's an old PS1 game that finally just recently got ported to Switch. It was Japan only for a long time. And Freshly Picked Tingle's Rosy Rupee Land is a strange RPG Zelda spin-off where you play as Tingle, and the only stat for health, combat, currency, charisma, everything is money. It's very interesting. It's, while not macabre, it has a general vibe that might be described as macabre, if that makes any sense. Oh, I was doing those eyelashes on the wrong layer. Good. Excellent. Crap. Lisa? No. Maybe a tiny bit. Yeah, I have Lisa. I've never completed it because it causes me too much stress, but I do like Lisa. Lisa is a phenomenal and phenomenally sad game. By the way, what drawing app do you use? Krita. Krita. I've heard about it before. Yeah, it's okay. I haven't met a drawing program that does everything for me, mostly because I'm kind of tech illiterate, but I'm liking it more than the proprietary Wacom app I was using before, or program. Right now, I'm just using paper and pencil because I don't really have anything to draw with. Yeah. I prefer paper and pencil, but I can't really stream paper and pencil. I'm definitely a paper and pencil artist. Yeah, this definitely isn't working. Yeah, unfortunately it's digital art now or nothing. Yeah. I wish I had a screen I could draw directly onto. That would help a lot because I'm just too error prone if I can't directly see what I'm drawing, like from finger to page. Yeah, I want a drawing tablet, but they're super expensive, horrifically expensive, and it breaks my heart. If I do digital art, I use a simplistic style because otherwise it's literal garbage. Yeah, I have to cut corners and really cut back on what I want to draw if I want it to look at all nice. No, I get you. I have to compromise so much that it hurts. Like, I mean, I can't draw a straight line. Very few artists can, but my accuracy is so horribly diminished when I'm drawing digitally. Osho is a master artist, but to be honest, my mental problems do not help. Same. If I could practice, I'd be a lot better than I am, but practicing requires having mental health. Not just mental stability, but mental health, period. I do not. I have these dreams of being this prolific animator, and I can't draw a frame, let alone a sequence of them. Let alone 60 for every second. There are a lot of dreams I'm just gonna have to be okay with not fulfilling. Ooh, relatable. I want to be this video game director, but my brain moves at such a fast rate, coding is extremely hard for me. Oh my god. I don't think I'm smart enough for coding. Same with the writing. I tend to start writing the next line in my head before I finish the first. My problem is I can't be okay with the natural imperfection of first drafts, so I get so discouraged by having to go back and fix things that I am unable to get in the practice needed to become a good writer. Oh yeah, editing is hard for me, but mostly because I hate to retrend on something I've already done. Oh my god, yeah, same. Awful. Brain hang-ups are the worst, but I was blessed with mental illness. Fun stuff. But that aside, what kind of things do you draw? our infinite agonies aside. So I try to draw horror stuff because he can mess up and sometimes that actually helps. Yeah! Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Junji Ito would be my inspo, but I'm like nowhere near his skill. Yeah, same. Junji Ito is easily my favorite. Like his level 100 and I'm at like 3. Well, he started at 3 too. Have no misconceptions about that. His art is so good. Oh, it's amazing. But even he makes fucking mistakes, especially in some of his older stuff. You can see like some sketchier, rougher line work and sometimes just some mess ups with his inking. His creative power to write interesting stories is kind of unmatched. Absolutely. Something, and this feeds into what you were saying, he does make a lot of mistakes. I think even now he still makes a lot of visible mistakes, but it's hard to see because, like you said, mistakes can feed really well into horror. You kind of mess up a like an expression a little, and suddenly that slight wrongness feeds into the horror. I'm excited because he's rumored to be making a horror game with Kojima. It's very exciting. And I wanted to read his Frankenstein retelling that he did kind of recently. I hadn't heard about that. I had heard about his work with Kojima, and I remember Kojima was originally wanting him to come on for help with writing Silent Hills, that canceled project that PT was an advertisement for. Mm-hmm. God, PT was so good. Did you ever get an opportunity to play it? Nope, and I guess I never will. Aw, yeah. Honestly, it's maybe literally impossible to get a hold of now, which is heartbreaking. Ah, there it goes. I know some people have made an Unreal 4 remake. Yeah, and some of them are pretty good, but none of them really quite cut it. I've never actually played a Silent Hill game. they range from absolutely incredible to not very good at all. They're masterpieces or bottom of the bucket trash. There's not really an just okay Silent Hill game out there. I hear everyone talk about Silent Hill 2 pretty highly. I've only ever watched a stream of it, and it's really cool. I mean, all of them have really heavy, uncomfortable, unhappy subject matter. They are all deeply unhappy games. 2 maybe most of all. But it's also kind of the most widely played one. The ones I played are 1, which is really good. It's on PS1, and to allow for better models and better frame rate, they had a heavy fog effect to hide the horrible pop in. I've played Shattered Memories, which is trash. I will say confidently it's absolute garbage. It's for the Wii, and it's a retelling of one that I just left me feeling empty. I didn't like it. And then the other I've played is Downpour, which is widely disliked, but I thought was wonderful. It's on PS3, and it's got some low points, but all of them do. And I just really liked the themes and story and characters, and I like that it kind of subverts the underlying plot of Silent Hill a little, and that was the last one made. Silent Hills would have come next, but we know what happened to that, and it undoubtedly would have been the best. I have no doubt. None. Sorry, just drinking some conch of cola. I do like to stay hydrated, although conch of cola probably isn't the best for that. My most played horror franchise is Resident Evil, which is more action than horror, to be honest. Resident Evil can be really good, though. The ones I've played are 1, 0, 4, 5, and a bit of 6. 1 and 0 are my favorite because they're a little less action-packed. Yeah, exactly. I wish it was a little scarier, but also the fact that it's not scary makes it easier for me to play because I'm a horrible scaredy cat. Like, the time I did play PT, the one time I played it when it first came out, I was in a well-lit room with family around me, but I had headphones on, and I got spooked so bad I shrieked like a very small child and rocked back so hard that I knocked the very heavy chair over with me in it. I dropped my controller. It got me. I am very easily, very heavily spooked. Kojima got me. can be spooked, but I think I'm pretty brave when it comes to video games, not real life. I'll just be real, I am very afraid of the dark, and whenever I play a scary game, even a mildly spooky one, I have to leave all the lights in my home off for or I have to leave all the lights on for a week. I'm not brave in real life either. If someone jumps around a corner at me, I black out. I don't full on pass out, but I go blind and deaf and my knees give out. It's embarrassing. I just go completely dead to the world for 15 seconds. I go full prey animal shock. I just lose all my senses and shut down for a few seconds. Basically, someone jumps around a corner and I can feel myself going down even though I can't really see or hear or feel anything. I can just feel oh, I'm moving toward the ground very quickly. And then vision comes back. I just curl up and hold my chest, but I don't lose my senses. Honestly, it would be better if I could just curl up, because at least then I would be protected instead of not, prone. Just subjecting myself to whatever terror has come to eat my intestines. My poor valuable intestines. Understandable, you must be protected. I am very fragile. I must be protected. Delicate dough. Oops. Gonna zoom in a little. Doodly doo. Gonna zoom in a little. Doodly doo. Have you ever played Evil Within? I did a long time ago, but my PS3 stopped being able to read discs before I could finish it. I remember liking it. It was a little linear for my taste, but I did like it. I like other horror games with retreading and revisiting places and stuff, and Evil Within didn't quite have that for me. It had the locker room you return to. I think it was a good send-off for Mikami. I heard the second one was pretty good, but it came out at a bad time, so it was overshadowed by other games. Well, it was a send-off till he said recently he wants to come back because he can make money now. Because he can Microsoft money now. Not sure I understand that comment. Get. Oh, because he can get Microsoft money now. I see, yeah. I'm a little sad the director for Monster Hunter World and Generations left Capcom recently for a 3D art company. And I'm sad about that, but also I'm relieved because at least it's not my favorite Monster Hunter director. Whoever directed 4 Ultimate, which is my favorite. I love Monster Hunter 4. Oh. Oh, right. That's how he's making, I don't know who's doing Rise, actually. I should check into that. Rise doesn't give me much of a 4 feeling, but I'll see. From what I heard, Rise is for Ultimate and World. That's what I'm getting, like, generally, my vibes. The vibes I'm getting, but I just don't know yet. Mixing both those games plus its own flavor, yeah, I hope so. I loved 4 because while it's not as batshit insane as Gen is, it's like the weirdest, and I really like that. I felt like it was Monster Hunter finally getting its own real personality, like setting wise. There was like a goopiness to it I really liked. A sliminess. For Ultimate will be the last game to feature bugs. I know, I'm so sad. I want bugs back so badly. It's not fair. I want them so bad. God damn it. Because apparently that was a massive pain to have in the game. I bet they must have had really weird AIs. Really weird rigging, too. But God, I adored them. Like, Nursilla? I adore Nursilla. Why isn't letting me select a zone? All layers. Using a select tool and it does not seem to be working. There it goes. Apparently it's because it has like 100 times more polygons than the other monsters due to their movement, so like crazy amount of power and effort goes into them. Aw. But yeah, I feel it. And God, they were so good. Nursilla, Sultus, and Sultus Queen were thrills. Absolute thrills, and I want them back. I just want them back. Ooh, that's way too big. But now, since they make 2 different Monster Hunter games, they've killed Sengoku Basara, which makes me a bit sad. What have they killed? They've kind of kept the series alive by releasing 4 over again. Oh. It's a Capcom IP the Monster Hunter team also made. Oh, Sengoku Basara? Basura? I don't know it. Sorry, I keep doing this same line over and over again. It's like Dynasty Warriors, kind of. No, it's fine art. It's usually doing repeating motions. Yeah, honestly. Good, weird sea foam. By the way, the eye is looking cool. Thank you. No, I need sun fade. No, it's not good. Oh, that's way too sharp. Oh, come on. What did you do? If I may ask, what is the eye for? What creature will this eye be bestowed upon? Oh, I'm not going to be putting it on anything, but it is the eye of my main OC, who I talk too much about, named Red Prince. She's an Eldritch Abomination and also the last sword lesbian. She sounds pretty cool. She's the coolest. I might bring up some other art of her in a moment so you can see. just mistakenly turned something called instant replay off. Is the stream still on? I mistakenly pressed a hotkey I don't know about. Does everything look okay? Still looks good? Okay, something I don't care about. If the stream is still up, then I'm dandy. Try drawing something. White spirals. Okay, cool. Good. It was something attached to AMD, and it just popped up in the corner. I don't even know if you could see it, and it said instant replay and said off. I was like, I don't know what that means. I was curious if it was going to lag or anything. Right. No, I didn't see it. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, right, because I have a OBS set to just this screen. Sclera. Oops, I don't want that 309 pixels across. I'm quite alright. Nope, wrong layer. Nope, that's not a setting I meant to activate. Ah, I forgot to do any blending. The blues are way too sharp for me. Oh boy. But I do not mind. I'll survive. And I think that's alright for me with drawing. Also, I like Trans Ultraman. Thank you. Oh, and thank you about my profile picture. I'm very proud of that Ultraman. I did it on my phone with the world's shittiest image editor, and I'm just so proud of how bad it looks while just also being cool. It's a piece of work that's very okay with itself. I'll describe it so, or thus. It looks so clearly like amateur photoshopped because it was made in a bad editor, and I'm very happy with it. It's Ultraman transing your gender. Unavoidable, unbeatable attack. The ultimate ability. I've never seen Ultraman, but I definitely should watch it eventually. I love kaiju stuff, but for now I'll enjoy Ultraman transing my gender. He's a bit too late though. Same. Oops. Shift down. Nope, not what I meant to do. There you go. I was born transing my gender, same. One of those early ones. Alright. See how much of the canvas this takes up. Okay, you know what? That looks okay. I don't mind the sharp colors anymore. That looks alright. I'm pretty happy with that. It's extremely striking. Let me see if I can do a quick doodle of her. Of the sword lesbian. If I have the energy for it. Pull up a better pencil. Lesbians are cool. And she's among the coolest. Okay, yeah, I like how harsh the colors are. I'm happy with it. Usually I like to have some, like, crappy, like, fuzziness and soft colors, but I'm okay with that. Okay, let me see if I can get her face shape right. Okay. See, first you start by drawing a Dorito. A Dorito with lesbian features. And then you're basically done. What flavor? Oh, I'm not sure. Plastic. Got a very good giggle out of me. I'm happy. It's mostly because she's hyper vegan and won't eat anything made out of organic material. So it's only mineral oil based plastics for her. Which means she hasn't eaten in a very long time, but that's okay with her because she doesn't need to eat. I cannot be vegan because I like food too much. Same. And making delicious vegan food is very expensive. Making delicious vegan food that's also nutritious is expensive. Okay, I'm not happy with how this eye turned out. I will do it again. I liked the lower lashes, but I can do that again. Got vegan chicken one time. It was good, but it was like 3 times the cost of normal chicken. Yeah. I'm too much of a glutton. Same. I can't just... If I'm gonna pay for food, there'd better be a lot of it. I'd better feel afterward like I don't ever need to eat again. Oh, I'm poor as dirt, so I have to be able to get a lot for my money. And also, yeah, the gluttony. I think I made her nose too pointy, which is saying something, given how pointy she is by default. Not only super poor because I live with my parents, but that also means I can't be openly trans, which makes me feel like garbage. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. Oh, that is fucking rotten. Parents need to go extinct, to be honest. Haven't met a good one yet. Have not met a good parents yet. Probably doesn't help. I live in an area that's like the traditional South. Oh boy. The worst part is that's where most queer people are. Parents love me and I feel they might support me, but like my parents are very slowly accepting LGBTQ. Yeah. Like maybe they might be fine, but maybe they need some more time before you feel safe with them. Kind of thing. Like my dad just now got to his gay acceptance part of his life. Yeah. Way too late. So yeah, I understand not feeling confident. Not feeling totally safe. Also, please tell me if you don't want me reading this stuff out loud. I'm just doing it out of habit, and also so I'm not quiet on stream. No, it's fine. Okay. If I told them it would be a struggle, yeah. And also, no one knows who you are. Sometimes, and also, I'm extremely openly trans, so anybody hearing this will be just, oh, Maeve talking about trans stuff. Cool. That's all right. And also, your story is something very similar to what a lot of people have, so it won't be anything most people who follow or watch me will be surprised or confused by. I'm also like 10% afraid I'd be kicked out till they were given like a couple months to figure out they love me enough to accept it, yeah. And that couple months is not time anybody fucking has. You don't need months of being homeless until somebody realizes that they're okay with it. That's not okay. Couple months on the street is too much for me. Same. I would step out the front door and promptly keel over. I am not built for homelessness. Definitely couldn't mentally handle that. Yeah. Yeah, I know others have it tougher than me, but my life is hard enough as it is. Yeah, it doesn't matter if people have it tougher than you. That doesn't mean you need to have it tougher than you already do. I'm fragile too, I get it. And there's nothing wrong with that. What it means is you don't need more on your table or on your plate. I know, I just feel bad. Yeah, no, that's also normal. It's like complaining, but then someone has been homeless their whole life. It doesn't matter. You're allowed to want to be happy and healthy too. Well, I will say, fuck that. People deserve to be able to be fragile. There's nothing wrong with fragility. What's wrong is people who make the world hard for fragile people. Frankly, the world needs more fragile people, and it needs more people who are willing to be fragile. I think austerity and the psychology around it is one of the worst things humanity's ever put itself through, like willingly. We don't need it. I know, I'm just a powder keg to get sad, I feel like. No, me too. I'm constantly straight up full on triggering myself. I'm so good at triggering myself that my own happiness triggers me because if I become aware that I'm in a good mood, I start compulsively thinking about how bad I could be feeling instead, and then I end up feeling bad. It's not great. Don't worry, you're not alone. Oh boy. The fear of not being happy. Oh no, I feel so good right now, but it's not always gonna be there. Oh no, when's the other shoe gonna drop? And then, because of that thinking, the other shoe very naturally drops right then. Wow, things going pretty well right now. This can't last. And then, because you're thinking about it, it doesn't last. It's so bad. It is so bad. Okay, airbrush. Honestly, it's probably best to have small problems for me, because then at least I have something to worry about but isn't drastic. Yeah! No, God, I feel that. It's better to have little problems you can actually deal with, because then you're too distracted from the worst things that could be. Oh my God. No, I'm 100% in the same boat. Well, I don't know. I consider me crazy. I don't know if you're not, but you're certainly not alone. No, I gaslight myself a lot. I was trained well in gaslighting myself. Same, I usually convince myself things are much worse than they are. Well, because then you can't be caught off guard when things do get bad. If you think things are worse than they are, then nothing can come as a surprise. And even if it is a surprise, it's probably not as bad as what you were expecting. Glowy hair, glowy hair, glowy, glowy, glowy hair. Guess so, but sometimes I force the situation to get as bad as I thought. Yeah, that happens too. I'm still here, but I hunger. Alright, you get some tasty foods. Going to shove food in my face. Alright. Enjoy. But yeah, this is Red Prince. My main OC. She is a 7-foot tall space princess ferret thing. Thank you. I'm going to be done drawing, and I'm going to play just a little Final Fantasy 13 after I finish her bow. Yeah, I adore 13. It's the first time I've played it in like a decade, and I'm really loving it again. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Sketching 10. Alright, I'm going to end the stream just so that it sets this and Final Fantasy 13 as separate videos, but I'll be, on in a matter of seconds. Okay, this is Maeve. I'll be back on in like a moment, just as soon as I can get my controller and headphones plugged in and the stream working and everything. Okay, be back on in a sec. Bye-bye.